Why did NBA player Ricky Rubio retire? For context, the College Board stimulus about Simone Biles details her and her controversial decision to pull out from the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. She had felt that she couldn't perform at her best ability to compete for Team USA that year. According to the source, she states that I know this nuance of courage. The part that requires looking at yourself and having that hard conversation. I can't do it. I'm overwhelmed. I do need help. I am failing. I'm not as together as I portray myself to be. Mirrors can be formidable opponents. Simone Biles lacked confidence. She lacked the confidence in her ability to perform. She also did not believe she could meet the expectations that the media and fans had for her during that Olympics, to go out there and continue to be resilient and fight the challenges that she faced with her mental health. She had used intelligent disobedience to find and understand the smartest decision at that time, which was to pull out from the Olympics. Good afternoon, my name is Gilbert Balaguer, and this is Mental Health in Sports. My argument is that an athlete's mental health is extremely important to themselves and their sport. It can affect different things like confidence, which is the belief in one's ability to achieve success and perform. It can also affect resilience, which is the ability to accept and rebound from failure, as well as it can affect their anxiety, which is the feeling of fear, dread, and uneasiness. Next, in a study by the Gold Medal Profile for Sports Psychology, they explain the importance of confidence and its effects. If an athlete does not believe in their capability to improve and achieve success, they may end up underperforming or step away from the situation. They also must be able to accept outcomes and bounce back. Mental health affects these qualities like confidence and resilience, which are extremely important in the field of sports. Anxiety is another factor that may hinder an athlete's ability to perform. Fortunately, there are methods to help reduce anxious feelings, allowing for calmness or happy thoughts. In a study by Jana Burns, she describes a basketball player's method in dealing with anxiety and improving his mental health. She mentions that he had used meditation to help reduce anxiety and improve his performance. Athletes should incorporate meditation in their day-to-day life to help ensure a happier and healthier mental health, as well as to prevent any damages that mental health may cause in their career. Athletes should also use intelligent disobedience. Intelligent disobedience is the skill of finding and understanding the smartest decision at a time, despite what others may tell you what to do. This is important to athletes as they know themselves and their situations and their abilities better than anyone else. For example, a coach may say that they are or aren't fitting to play in a game or compete in a meet. Athletes need to understand their mental health and maintain it so they can know if what the coach is saying is the smartest decision at that time, or if they should find their own decision and decide to go against what the coach may say. Now, bringing it back to Ricky Rubio, the night before he retired, which was July 30th, he had stated that he had felt his mind was going into a dark place. He had lost himself and he didn't know where he was going in life. Throughout his whole career, he had faced many struggles with mental health due to a career riddled with injuries and family matters. So, he had used intelligent disobedience when he decided to retire because the media, fans, and franchises, coaches around him may have told him that he needs to be more resilient and more confident in his ability to fight through his challenges. He decided that the smartest decision at the time was to retire from the NBA, which is an important demonstration of how intelligent disobedience can be very beneficial to athletes. All in all, with mental health being a factor that hinders an athlete's ability to play, there must be action placed to assist the athletes struggling. Athletes should have readily accessible methods to help their mental health, such as, but not limited to, therapy, meditation, and a supportive mentality surrounding the athletes. This would allow for them to maintain their confidence, reduce anxiety, and build up resilience to maintain their ability to play and keep their love for the sport. Thank you for listening.
All right, 2 questions for you, Gilbert. What information did you need before you began your research, and then how did that shape your research as you moved forward through the process?
Well, what really inspired my research was Ricky Rubio. That's why he was my hook, and I brought him into the last piece of my evidence there. Learning more about his situation made me more curious about how mental health can affect not just basketball players, but athletes in any sports. And when I read the College Board stimulus about Simone Biles, that only piqued my curiosity even more.
Okay, and what additional questions emerged as you kind of went through the process? Did things pop up that made you question some other things?
Well, originally I wanted to find out more on how it can affect different things like stats. For example, in basketball, how it may affect how many points per game they may score or how many turnovers they may rack up. I didn't end up finding much on that, but that was one question that was just one question of many that I really wanted to find out more about.